Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, and it is one of the most beautiful Mondays I've ever been a part of in my life. It's because I'm sitting on a stack of cash, baby. And I beat artificial intelligence. I know if you listened last week, I was telling you about how AI's taking over everything. Like AI scamming old folks out there. I had this lady out there. You heard about the lady who had 1.3 milli stolen by what she thought was a relationship with artificial intelligence. Brad Pitt was probably some 16 to 18-year-old kid behind a computer who just stole all her money. Told you about my friend whose mother was literally convinced that Elon Musk had reached out to her and was trying to convince her to buy a bunch of cryptocurrency. The real Elon Musk. Talked about AI, my daughter.
Well, Elon does love crypto.
He does love it. And then I also talked about how young people today, when they go to college, they're not really learning anything. They're just learning how to use AI to cheat the system. Like AI's taking over everything. But I'm gonna tell you that damn algorithms, those little AI algorithms, they don't know ball. They ain't taking my damn job. I'll remind you, if you didn't listen to Friday's show or anything last week, I decided to go up against artificial intelligence. I let AI pick the games. I picked the games. Just so you know, I went 4-1-1 in my 5 plays. AI. 0-4-2.
Wait, you let the AI pick the games?
So I asked AI who was going to win each divisional match in the last segment last Friday, and it gave the best plays for every single game and which way to go. In the very first game, the Chiefs and the Texans, it said go over. Obviously, it went under. I went under. In the Detroit-Washington game, I went over. Got that one. I had Washington plus 9.5. I also got that one. They had Detroit minus the 9.5, lost. They had the Eagles. I had the Eagles. We both had -6. That was a push. I also had the Rams under 17.5. I lost that one. That was my loss. Shouldn't have lost that one. That fourth quarter was ridiculous. And then you have, of course, the last but not least, I had the Bills. AI had the Ravens. And AI also had the over 52, and that was the push. So 0-4-2 for artificial intelligence. 4-1-1 for John. The only loss was under 17.5 with the Rams. My push was the Eagles minus the 6, but I did win the Bills. I won Washington plus 9.5. I won the over 55.5 in that game, and I won the under 41.5 with the Chiefs and the Texans. And if you didn't know, that means I'm sitting on a stack of cash.
John, I tried to be like you this weekend, not to interrupt you or anything.
Go right ahead, big homie. Welcome to the show. That's my buddy Bryant Dacus.
Yeah, because Darian's at the he's going to the basketball game today. How about that?
Oh, by the way, happy MLK Day, everybody.
A lot of games today.
1:30 today. Utah's coming to the crib to get beat up by the Grizzlies.
Not Utah.
What? Minnesota. You know why I said Utah? I knew it was Minnesota. Because I'm going to I'm having the sweet life Saturday when Utah comes to town.
I see.
You know, I think about myself a little bit more than I think about others. Selfish way.
So, John, I tried to be like you over the weekend. I went.
You went big?
No, absolutely not.
I hit some lettuce?
I was at Memphis Pizza waiting on my pizza to get ready. I got it to go, but I was sitting at the bar watching the television while they were making my food, and me and Melinda, and I'm watching the game, right? And Kansas City gets the ball, or they force a punt, they get the ball back, they don't do anything, they give the ball to the Texans. I'm like, Texans aren't doing anything. Let's see what this line's at. I think they were up by I don't remember what they were up by at the time. But the live line was 10.5 or something like that.
The Chiefs?
Uh-huh.
And you took Texans?
No, I took the Chiefs. I was like, Chiefs are balling right now. They're going to cover this. So I take it. They're covering it. Everything's good. There's 20 seconds left in the game. All they got to do is punt the ball away. We win. And what do, John? Their punter wants to run around in the end zone and then
take
run
a
out
safety.
of the end zone for a safety. What are we doing?
Yes, and that line, by the way, closed at 9.5. Did you know that?
So it's very costly for a lot of people, I'm sure.
It was, they said, one of the largest swings, like you wouldn't
Wow.
believe, and everybody on the X was saying that Vegas called in for him to run and get that safety and yada yada yada. It was a smart football play. I totally get what was going down, but no, it is kind of
It's just one of those plays, John.
is one of those things that hurt. That's why I
Sure
said
did.
that's why I damn that safety was that was
crazy.
very costly
Sure
for
was.
those who took the Chiefs.
Sure was.
Damn, that was painful. I had the Chiefs minus 2.5 in line.
Oh wow! When it was like a 13-12 game.
Yes, and the Texans had the ball.
Yeah,
It was
good
nice.
for you.
Yeah.
See, I was driving when that happened. So when I got there, they'd already scored. And, I was
And
like, okay.
also, by the way, I have 2 parlays left tonight. I went Chiefs under Washington plus 9.5, Eagles minus 6, and then MGM. You know, you get a push. They just knock it out. So it lowered my winning total. Have the Bills money line, Ohio State alternate spread minus 6.5. Then I had the under 41, over 55.5, Eagles money line, Bills money line, Ohio State minus 6.5. The difference, same amount put on each game, but that one push took one bet where the payout's a little over 1,000 down to 600. So just about 1,700 minus 6.5 with a little Ohio State action tonight. Told you, I don't know if I told you this, I was telling Dave out there, I'm one win away from paying off the Christmas credit card tonight, baby.
Look at you.
What a good weekend
Being responsible
it was.
with your winnings.
What a great weekend it was. Well, that's why, I ain't afraid to put all that money on the credit card for Christmas because I know I'm going to knock it out during the playoffs, baby.
Don't worry, I can get them anything because I'm just going to win it back
I'm
in
just
the
gonna
NFL playoffs.
Win. Oh, by the way, please tell me Jake's not on the phone.
No, he's not. I didn't
Okay,
call
good.
him, though. Thank you for reminding me.
No. I just realized I looked at the time and I was like, man, has he been sitting on the phone for a few minutes?
No, I'm just an idiot and haven't been paying attention to the time.
Well, by the way, congratulations. We are going to talk a lot today. We got Memphis Tigers who won. They beat Charlotte, took care of business. A lot of teams in the top 25 lost this week. I think it was 21 teams in the top 25 this week lost or something crazy like that. Are they still going to be in the top 25? We'll let you know later on. Terry Davis is joining the show at 11:30. Jay Ham's going to come in around noon, and we're going to talk about the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. You know, me and Jake are breaking down Ohio State Notre Dame national championship game is going down. We've got so much, but the biggest news of the weekend, hotty toddy. Do y'all realize that Ohio State, Notre Dame, they're going to be playing for a natty tonight? But you know who won a national championship yesterday?
Your daughter.
That's right. Division 1A, highest division, best damn nationals. Like, this ain't no D3. This is the real deal. Holyfield, Ole Miss. My baby girl's team, they won national champions. They're national champs, man. I got a D1 athlete that's not only a D1 athlete, national champion. Also made a doctor, my oldest baby girl. I don't know why people aren't texting in the Sissy's Log Cabin texting listener line 901-360-8255 and just saying, John, sell me your seed. You make
Gross.
beautiful, smart, athletic girls, dog. I know Jake Crane, he's very blessed. He just made a beautiful baby girl as well. And I hope Jake had the weekend I did because, man, I am one win away from paying off the Christmas credit card. What up, Jake Crane? How's life treating you?
Oh man, it couldn't be any better. I'm sitting here with my baby girl right now. Congratulations to you and your daughter. At least Ole Miss came through in the clutch in something.
That's so true, man. That's so true. But man, hey, the cheerleading squad ain't no joke, baby.
No, look, you talk about something I could never do. That's an awesome accomplishment, man. And congrats to you and your family. That's something she'll be able to tell her kids, and you'll be able to tell your grandkids and everybody that wants to listen about. So congrats to you and your family.
Thank you. And y'all know who Jake is. He's been joining my show for so long, it's not even funny. He's got the best sports show, I think, going, period. He and Blaine and David Cohn, they tear it up. I would literally implore you to go to YouTube, hit subscribe, and follow Crane and Company and check it out because every afternoon, every single weekend, they are bringing it. Now, Jake, I don't know if you know, but I had this whole feeling. Last week I was really talking about artificial intelligence, how it's taken over everything. Like the kids today go to college to learn how to use AI to cheat the system. They're not necessarily learning. We talk about, artificial intelligence is doing all these huge computations. They're taking over everything. Jake, I can tell you one thing they can't take over: my job, your job, David's job, Blaine's job, anybody in sports media, because I went head to head against artificial intelligence this week. I picked my games. I did 6 picks on the divisional round. Artificial intelligence gave its 6 best bets. AI went 0-4-2. I went 4-1-1. We are Gucci, baby.
Well, I mean, nobody's beaten up robots worse since Will Smith. So, congrats on that one, buddy. Look, I tell you, man, the NFL playoffs. You talk about delivering. Whether it's that, and I'm hoping the college football national championship delivers like that tonight. But yeah, look, they can do complex chaos math. They can take Goodwill Hunting's job, but they can't tell you why Notre Dame is going to lose because they're running man coverage tonight. I can promise you that.
I know it, baby. They know numbers and they know algorithms. They just don't know ball. But this weekend,
everybody's good at math till you get punched in the face.
That's exactly right. Now, we're going to get into the national championship, but before we jump into that, I want to talk a little bit about the divisional rounds. And I wanted to ask you a question about just like 2 offensive coordinators in particular. Ben Johnson is looked at as the next, like the second coming of the greatest thing in the history of the whole wide world when it comes to offensive football. I feel like, last year what we saw, of course, in the San Francisco game and the NFC Championship game, and then the play, to take the ball out of Jared Goff's hand and try to run some trickeration on first down when you're moving the football and carving them up was stupid. I know Goff had a terrible first half. But like Ben Johnson, I feel like sometimes he gets too cute in the big moments and chokes. I look over at Joe Brady, who had 30 touchdowns rushing, 30-plus touchdowns passing, first offensive coordinator and first team to ever do that. I love Joe Brady, whereas I think Ben Johnson is good. I just think Brady's on another level, and I think Kellen Moore's an idiot, by the way, for Philadelphia. But what do you think about Ben Johnson, Joe Brady?
Well, first off, it comes down to how good your players are. And what's cool about this conversation is with Joe Brady and Ben Johnson, they both have really good players, so we can actually put them on equal footing and be able to judge. And as far as the Lions getting cute, I know that's kind of who they were, throughout the regular season, and you don't want to abandon that. But, just like Steve Sarkisian at the 1-yard line, sometimes some of the best play callers, just like everybody else in the world, regardless of what your job is, if you're really smart and good at it, you can overthink it. And you try and do too much. You try and force the action instead of just going to the matchups. Now, when he ran, that little inside zone shovel pass that worked to Amon-Ra St. Brown, that's fantastic. But you can overdo it. And that's what I think you saw. If you look at the Commanders and Cliff Kingsbury, they got cute early in the game on that 4th down and then realized, hey, if we just go out here and not throw peanut butter and jelly at them, but just run what we do, we're going to put ourselves in a good position to win. And a lot of times it's not about overdoing it. It's about, not turning the ball over. Bill Belichick has one of my favorite quotes of all time, and I put it on social media last night. In order to learn how to win, you must first learn how not to lose. And it's so true. Look at the teams that lost in the big games this weekend. They turned the ball over. Most teams lose games, they don't win them. I say it all the time on our show. Now, that doesn't mean you go out there and play super conservative, but there's a way to find a balance there. And football is the art of being consistent, being efficient, without making drastic or catastrophic mistakes. And in the case of the Lions, not only did you have the pick on the Jameson Williams trick play, you threw a pick 6 earlier in that game. If you look at the Ravens, and the Ravens still had a shot there at the end, in which I think, Monken had a great play call on that 2-point conversion. Mark Andrews just dropped it.
Andrews.
Yeah, man. I mean, a guy that's Mr. Reliable picked the worst time that he could have dropped a pass. So a lot of it is about playing clean. That's what Notre Dame has to do tonight. Their only shot is to just out-clean Ohio State. So when you look at it, there is an art form to it. It may not be the prettiest, it may not be the sexiest, but it's the most effective.
Couldn't said it any better, and I love that quote that you just dropped. That was before you can win games, you got to learn how not to lose games. That's pretty. That's the truth. And again,
it's the truth.
It is straight up the truth. And I hate to say it, but it makes me think of one simple player, and I feel bad for him today because Mark Andrews had a chance The fumble by Andrews after the catch, the drop by Andrews, the drop in the end zone by Andrews. It's just heart-wrenching for him. And yes, Lamar is going to take most of the blame. But again, in his career, like, my man turns the ball over more than he scores. And in the big games, he always seems to come up small. Like right now, playoff Lamar was trending yesterday. What is it like? Because again, he might win the MVP. I mean, he might. He actually played extremely well and had some big plays. Again, it just, the interception was terrible. And then the fumble was just like ridiculous. So what do we think about Lamar Jackson here on Monday?
Well, I mean, look at Lamar and Josh Allen. I think the difference is Josh and Tom Brady even talked about this before the game, or Tony Romo. Josh has kind of gotten out of that, hey, I've got to be a gunslinger and do all these different things. And he's like, you know what, I'm going to run the offense. I'm going to be efficient. I'm not going to put the ball in harm's way, and you're going to give yourself a better chance to win. That isn't to take away from the great plays Lamar made, because he makes some outstanding plays. And he's got all these weapons. But the difference is you negate all of that when you turn the ball over. I would rather have a guy that doesn't turn the ball over, that may be less dynamic, right? And that's why you see, Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl. I mean, even look at Tom Brady. He didn't do the stuff Lamar did, but he didn't make the mistakes that Lamar did. And I think that's the next evolution for Lamar, and it's obvious, is if you cut off the turnovers, then you're even more elite than you already are. And you mentioned the MVPs, but to win a championship, it's not just about being dynamic. It's about cleaning up all of the negative things. And if you're Lamar and you find a way to get rid of those turnovers, you're the most dangerous quarterback in the league, I think. Right. But until you do that, you are not going to win a Super Bowl. And that's why football is the greatest team sport of all time, because you can be super athletic. You can make 4 amazing plays, but if you make 2 catastrophic ones, it totally brings you back to a net zero. Just look at Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels is athletic and as elite as anybody with his feet. But even as a rookie, what is he not doing? Turning the ball over. He's making the right play. It's not about throwing a 100-mile-per-hour slider. It's about being 92 to 94 with your fastball where you can spot it with a good off-speed. It's the Greg Maddux effect, man. And he was 88 to 91.
Man, it's also just like it's just sad though for Lamar. I mean, this is his 7th season. He could have his 3rd MVP this year, but his playoff record is 3-5 in playoffs with 11 turnovers and 10 touchdowns. And damn, that's just got to be corrected. But then you just go kind of like look on the other side and you say Jayden Daniels. And, dude, he's cool under pressure. You can blitz him all you want because he's going – I mean, don't blitz him actually. Like, bro, Aaron Glenn's great. But, damn, at some point you have to realize he's going to destroy your blitz. He was better against the blitz than he was against anything else. Again, he's cool under pressure. He uses his legs. He doesn't turn the ball over. In the first 2 games in the playoffs, he's looked phenomenal. What can you say about this kid? The only other thing I got to say about this, though, real quick, how in the hell did Chip Kelly have Jayden Daniels, Malik Neighbors, and Brian Thomas Jr. and not do better? Like, damn, Chip.
But you talking about Brian Kelly?
I mean Brian Kelly. Sorry, I got Chip Kelly in the national championship game on my head.
I agree. It's the same reason why Miami wasn't in the playoffs this year. You can't stop anybody on defense. I mean, balance isn't just for gymnastics or cheerleading. Shout out to your daughter, but you've got to beat teams with complementary football. I think Notre Dame is a great example of that. The Kansas City Chiefs are a great example of that. The teams that can win the most and win the most in the postseason can win in multiple ways. It's just like in basketball. The three-point shot's not going to go in every night. Sometimes you got to win a rock fight with rebounding and defense. It's versatility. The only tility that's better is fertility. So when you look at the way that Jayden Daniels plays the game, he's got an old IQ. He is further ahead from a maturation standpoint than Lamar Jackson was, I think, within his first 3 to 5 years. And that's the most dangerous part about Jayden Daniels. And that's why last year I kept saying he should be the number 1 pick. He should be the number 1 pick because he's got all the good and he doesn't turn the ball over. And he makes the right decision with the ball 80 to 90% of the time. You add that with his athletic ability to turn a horrible play into a great play or just a bad play into an okay play, and that keeps you ahead of the chains. That keeps you on schedule. But the most deadly attribute that Jayden Daniels has is not his speed, is not his arm. It's not even his coverage diagnosing ability. It's his moxie. He legitimately has that dog in him. He has no fear, but he understands there's consequences for taking too many chances. And I think that has staying power. I think that's why he has a chance to be one of the best to ever do it, and why I think he's having the best rookie year of any quarterback that I can remember. But real quickly, I want to add, the fact that we don't take the playoffs into account for the MVP voting, I think is
ridiculous.
Just asinine.
I agree with you. It's absolutely ridiculous. And one other thing about Jaden Daniels, and you talk about how great it is. I mean, he's got the arm, he's got the athleticism, he's cool under pressure. But my man processes information and throws such a athletic ball. I mean, every time he just is watching the defense, cool as Kel. I mean, it's why he's got the best fourth down, quarterback rating in the National Football League. Because he's just actually not. He doesn't have a preconceived. He goes out there and he knows his reads, but he's not looking and staring down one guy ever. If you blitz from one side, he is going to whoever it is. That's the open read, and that's just what separates him. He processes information so well. I got to get to the national championship. Holy hell, how fast time has gone. Who you got tonight? Ohio State, Notre Dame. Oh my goodness, it's a big one.
Yeah, well, Notre Dame's been a great story, but so is Little Red Riding Hood, and we know what happened to her. I think when you look at this matchup, I got Ohio State 27-17, which means they would cover in the Underwood hit. I think it's at 45.5 right now. Just because I look at styles make fights. We all know that. When you look at the personnel, at the position groupings, it is very heavily in Ohio State's favor on both sides of the ball. When you look at schematically, what Notre Dame does, their heavy man coverage, that is very scary against a team like Ohio State that has more weapons than we've sent to Ukraine. When you look defensively, for Ohio State, Notre Dame is very methodical. They do not scare you vertically, and they have problems at tackle right now, which means that if they get in third and passing downs, Ohio State's not going to have to manufacture pressure. They can run two-man, that they can run their stick stuff, and Notre Dame, Riley Leonard's going to have the game of his life throwing the ball, and I think he's going to have to do it early if they're going to stay on schedule, because this isn't Penn State. If you get down 10-0 to these guys, you are in a world of trouble, especially when you aren't built to come back. So the one advantage I think that Notre Dame does have is what I was talking about earlier. They play really clean. They let you make the mistakes. The question then becomes, how aggressive will Ohio State be when they see that man coverage? Does Al Golden have something in the bag from a pressure package standpoint or from a disguise standpoint? Because people are like, oh, well, he said they're going to run a lot of man coverage in the press conference. Well, let me go ahead and tell you something. Coaches, a lot of them don't tell the truth in the press conference. If I'm Al Golden, I would tell you the exact opposite of what we're going to do. So we're not going to know until we see him. But when you look at where the chips fall, I don't know how you don't lean toward Ohio State outside of Will Howard just having a catastrophic night or them putting the ball on the ground, or Notre Dame somehow finding a way to win the time of possession so heavily that they have a chance in the fourth quarter to win the game.
Man, I know you are going to be breaking things down over there at Crane and Company with David Cohn and your brother Blaine Crane. I'm just kind of curious, what do you got coming down the pipe today? Because I'm sure it's going to be a hell of a lot heavy on the national championship game, but also what you got coming down the pipe this week.
Oh, man, well, we're actually not going to go live at 2 p.m. Central today because we're live streaming the national championship game tonight. We're going to start at 5:45 p.m. Central, 6:45 p.m. Eastern. It's a simulcast, so you watch the game while we're watching the game. You turn the volume down. We'll sync it up to where you are, and then we're going to break it down. One of the most fun things is a lot of times we're calling out what's going to happen before it happens. We're making live bets, and a lot of people, the numbers on those just go bonkers. So if you haven't checked us out during one of these live streams or at all, we're going to be at Mission Cigar and Social tonight, breaking it down, having a heck of a time. So come join us. I think you'll enjoy watching it.
Man, I'll be enjoying it. I'll be watching with you tonight, Jake, and I really do appreciate your time. Enjoy this week. We'll do it again next Monday, homie.
All right, brother. Appreciate it. Congrats again.
Thank you. That is Jake Crane from Crane & Company. I'm telling you, I love their show. Go to YouTube, hit follow, subscribe. You can watch it whenever you want. You can listen to it in your headphones. It is dope. Speaking of dope, Jay Ham just walked in the studio. It is a beautiful Monday. We got the divisional round. We're going to talk about next week's games. We got the national championship. Tigers beat Charlotte. We got to talk about UT. The Vols, man, fell to Vandy. Chaz, you got to make that free throw, homie. If you would have gone into overtime, you would have broke Vandy's spirit and their will. Because Vandy was rolling you early, and you made that comeback, and then Lanier misses the free throw. Like, wow. Crazy stuff in the world of sports. We're breaking it down. And again, congratulations to the Ole Miss Rebels. National championship cheerleading team. Tonight, though, another national championship will be crowned. Is it going to be Ohio State? Is it going to be Notre Dame? Let me know at the Sissies Log Cabin text and listener line, 901-360-8255. Life's too short for ordinary jewelry. Got another question for you guys. I'm going to kind of discuss this with him because he's the historian. Is this the greatest NFL rookie season in history by Jaden Daniels? And if it's the greatest NFL rookie season, if this is the greatest season by a rookie in the NFL, that's better. Is it the best of the three sports? Major League Baseball and NBA. I mean, you got to think about Jackie Robinson's rookie year and Ichiro and Mike Trout and Aaron Judge. Those are just a few rookies in baseball. Over in NBA, I think Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain, Magic Johnson, Oscar. Like, those are some of them. He's the historian, not me. When you think about the greats in football right now, just popping out in my head, I mean, Marino had some great years. Hell, Dirty Sanchez had a great rookie. RG3 at Washington had a hell of a rookie year until he got his knee shredded. Like, there's some great rookies out there, but is Jaden Daniels the best? We'll discuss around noon, but next it's Terry Davis talking Tigers and Grizz. It's MLK Day. The Grizzlies playing the Timberwolves today at 1:30. Don't y'all touch that dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56.
If wedding bells are in your future, you need an unforgettable engagement ring from a jeweler you can trust. And that's been James Gaddis Jewelers for over 60 years. With a huge selection and the best prices, James Gaddis is a master jeweler and diamondologist. Beautiful jewelry from James Gaddis is always the right choice. Choose from rings to earrings, necklaces to bracelets, and gemstones to watches. Layaway and financing available. James Gaddis Jewelers, 4900 Poplar, online at GaddisJewelers.com, and Instagram at Gaddis Jewelers. Say I do at James Gaddis Jewelers. Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, your personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a moving that fits your budget and needs. And they're available 24/7 to answer any questions you have. Give Black Tie Moving a call at 901-316-6196 or go to blacktiemoving.com/Memphis to get your personal, no obligation quote from the moving experts at Black Tie Moving.
It's here, the 36th annual January sale going on now at Sunrise Buick GMC and Wolf Case. Didn't get what you wanted for the holidays? That's okay. Now's the time to take care of you. You 100% happy with your holiday. Now's the time to get you a new ride. Huge rebates, big discounts, low interest rates, and Sunrise doors, slow pages, no credit. It's all okay at Sunrise.
Is your wife asking you to stop eating junk food? We have it covered at Humdinger. It's quick, it's healthy, and most important, it tastes amazing. Many choices from salmon salad to rainbow trout and grilled asparagus. Come visit us for lunch at Humdinger, 6300 Poplar Avenue. So good, Coach Penny eats with us weekly. Don't forget, Humdinger's offers full-service catering for weddings, social events, or your corporate lunches. You can call 901-260-8292 to find out more.
electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, man. It's a beautiful Monday, man. It's MLK Day. It's Grizzlies, Timberwolves, 1:30 action. It's National Championship Monday with Notre Dame and Ohio State. I don't know if you know. It's also the day I came in here and told you all that I kicked AI's ass. Artificial intelligence, you ain't taking my job, son.
I was thinking about that.
Oh, you ain't on. You ain't on yet, man. No, not that. You got it. It was Dacus.
That was me, Jay.
Okay, I was thinking about that the other day when I was like, John whooped AI's ass this time.
Man, sit down, AI. Also, Ole Miss won a natty national champs.
Congrats to your daughter.
Yep,
man.
that's right.
That's
Cheerleading
awesome.
squad national
I have
champs.
an inside joke about Ole Miss. I'll tell you about it off there.
All right. So hit me up at the text and listener line. Raider Corey hit me up. We were talking about Ben Johnson. He said Ben Johnson didn't have a great calling game, but now he can call the Raiders games. I wouldn't be surprised if Davis, Brady don't hire him by Thursday because it really is Brady right now calling all the shots. And the Commanders' quick turnaround's proof. All you need is a good head coach and a good, young, dual-threat quarterback to win quick in this league. And it does sound that easy, but Jaden Daniels is so special.
I found the 6 too, John.
He's so special. Oh, we're going to do this at 12 o'clock. You talking about, we're going to do, by the way, 12 o'clock. Y'all fill it in with the Sissy Log Cabin text and listener line, 901-360-8255. Is this the best year by an NFL rookie? And if it is it the best rookie season from the three major sports? And I'm talking about baseball, NFL, and NBA. Think about it. Hit me up, 901-360-8255. Grizzlies play today. Tigers played yesterday, and we got Terry Davis, man. He's got the Care Bear stare. It's a beautiful Monday. What up, TD? How's life treating you?
Man, life can't be no better, man. Ain't no snow on the ground, and it's sunny day, and some of us off work.
Man, oh, dude, but you're still down. Aren't you going to the Grizz game?
I'm at the Grizz game, man.
That's what I figured. I was like, I know that sounds like you down there. I figured you were down there. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's our job, but it ain't really work, is it?
It is work when you won't have to travel and get into bed at 2 a.m. and flights and planes.
That's the truth. That is the truth. So, TD, man, but first and foremost, today with the Grizzlies, what are you expecting? They got the Timberwolves. You know what happened in that last game. That was a thriller. Grizz got the big dub. What do you expect Ant-Man to do when he comes to the grindhouse today?
You get shut down by Jalen Wells and the return of Mr. G.G. Jackson. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Man, how did he look? Did you see any of the hustle action when he was down there?
The first game, he looked like slaw, cold slaw, cabbage and mayonnaise. But the second game, he looked a little bit better. But, it's going to take a while because, he didn't go through preseason. This is his first time playing in almost 6 months.
Damn, man. Well, Gigi's back. Smart and Williams and Cam Spencer are all out. Ja is a game-time decision. You expect to see Ja today,
Hey,
don't you?
Ja going to play. Come on, don't play.
Just making sure, man. It's a big, big game, and it's a big, big day against the Timberwolves. Again, that 127-125 final, the last time these teams teed it up, was awesome. I'm shocked to see Memphis minus 6.5. Is Memphis at home on MLK Day going to go out there and smoke that ass?
They going to spank that boo-boo. They
That
going to spank
boo-boo.
it. They going to spank it.
Good
baby.
job.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be an exciting day. Memphis normally does well on this game, man, and they really do well on national TV because they don't get too many opportunities to show how good they really are.
Yeah, they are definitely going to show up and show out today. Right now, shoot, man, what's the scuttlebutt? Everything's about MLK Day, the Grizzlies on national TV playing the Timberwolves, but behind the scenes, what's going on with the health? What's going on with how you feel they're at? Like, what are you thinking about reality? Not just today.
I just think what's happening.
Hello. Terry Davis. That was the great TD, the Care Bear stare. He was just with us. Oh, wow, man. I think you're back.
Okay, yeah. When you're in the FedEx Forum, man, you got so many dead spots, man.
Trust me, I know.
What they need to do is they have a bad problem, but a good problem. You got too many people playing too many same positions. So I look for a trade to come soon, even though I don't want to trade because I like the chemistry of the team.
Uh-oh, so you think it's coming soon, but you don't want it? Who do you think they're looking for?
They got too many wings, man. They really got too many wings. So it's going to come from the wing position, whomever it is, because, you got too many people playing too many things, and you got to get them right now while the iron's hot.
What do you think about Marcus?
See, I'm a Marcus supporter because I think they got Marcus for the playoffs, and the playoffs hadn't gotten here yet. And no matter what this team does in the regular season, it's all about the playoffs. And I think Marcus gives you the extra edge in the playoffs. So you don't know Marcus' worth until the playoffs are over.
It's a very good point, actually, and we need to see that. Now, Grizzlies beat the Spurs 2 games in a row, took care of business, and
they went 3-1 on their road trip, but it's still, I feel like, a disappointing road trip because they lost the game they should have won in Houston.
Well, I mean, Houston shot 54% from downtown that day. Like
it doesn't matter.
Still
they
only
still
lost
should have
by
won
2.
the game because it's not because of what Houston did. It's because what they didn't do in the end. I love Ja, but he had too many turnovers down the end, and Ja didn't make his free throws. You make the free throws, and you don't turn the ball over, you win the game, regardless of what they did.
What do you expect to see from our rookie Zach Edey? Not the great Jalen Wells, who looks like a seasoned vet out there. What are you thinking about the big man, especially today against like Gobert?
I think he's against big guys that his size, he actually does well. He has a problem with because one thing about Rudy, a lot of refs don't like him, so they'll let him bang with him, so they won't call a lot of tic-tac fouls on him. So I think it'll be a good matchup between him but the matchup's going to be on the guard play. If Ja and Triple J play the way they play, no matter what Anthony does, because I think Jalen Wells will shut Anthony Edwards down, it's going to be a great game and a great win for the Grizzlies.
Man, is Desmond Bane just quietly having like his Desmond Bane thing, and just kind of everything just feels like it's going under the radar with him?
Exactly, because everybody looking for Desmond to score 20 and 30 every night. This offense is not designed to do that because they got 9, 10 guys that can score 10 at the time. I think the really linchpin of this team is really Santi. Because Santi is the most consistent player on this team other than Jaren.
Damn, dude. Speaking of Jaren, I mean, everybody, it felt like when Jaren first got here, everybody was kind of sick. Like he fell out of favor with a quickness, did he not?
No, people in Memphis, they
They're
like
just
the new
spoiled.
they like the shiny things, but Jaren has been consistent. He's not the most popular player, but he's the most consistent player, and he's gonna give you 20, and he's gonna give you everything every night.
And I'm curious, do you think right now Jaren, is he still on line to be an all-star, or is he going to come up just short?
I don't know. The people around the league love Jaren, and if Memphis going to have a representative, as long as they stay the number 3 seed in the West in the next couple of weeks, he would probably be their only all-star representative other than the 2 rookies.
I like it.
Because Ja just missed too many games, man. Be truthful with you.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. I mean, Memphis fans know it, but, man, boy, that dunk still on Victor, man, just has me still excited. I know they even played the Spurs in between them, but that was one of the dopest dunks I've ever seen.
If you look at the top 20 dunks this season in the NBA, I think Ja got like 6 of them.
And he's not even dunking this year.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I
know. But just like he said when you go into the bar, I'm going to just have water and club soda. And next thing you know, you got Tito's up in your hand.
I love that. Thank you. I love me some Tito's. Thank you to Tito's. Last thing on the NBA. Right now, everything's shaping up. Who do you right now like? Who's head and shoulders above everybody else? Is it Oklahoma City and everybody else below him? What do you like?
But one thing, regular season, yes. But when you get to the playoffs, that's a totally different game. And in the West is still wide open. There's 6 teams I think can come out the West. There's 6 teams that still can come out the West. And you would not be surprised at any one of them.
Is the Rockets, Houston, are they contenders for real, or are they pretenders?
They are contenders because
has done a great damn job.
Because he's a great coach.
Yes.
When you got a great coach, with some great players, Sagoon don't get the credit, but Sagoon is really good.
By the way, is he still with Nia Long?
That I don't know. Oh no.
She
That
left
broke
him
down
after
when
he
that-
got caught, like always.
Yeah,
you
you
know.
can't get caught with your hand in a cookie jar.
Yeah,
That make you look bad.
sure does. I think it's more like she was just upset. It was work related. Like, damn it, you can't even go to work and keep it in your pants, Lord. What are you doing, Ime? It's time to talk a little bit of Tiger basketball. They played Charlotte. That first quarter, they came out and just slapped him. And this team, it's so crazy how different they look when they're hitting their three-pointers. Like, they look unbeatable when they're hitting their threes. When they're not, they make you really nervous.
Yes, they do, and that's one thing about this team. When this team is rolling offensively, they the best team in the nation, and they can play with anybody. But when the offense is not rolling, then they can be beat by anybody. I mean, anybody. And I want to give Temple some credit because a lot of people, outside of Philadelphia don't give them credit. They beat Tulane on Sunday. They're one of the better teams in this conference.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to admit that there's a better team in this conference, the equal team in this conference than Memphis, but Tulane is not a bad team. And I think Memphis got them coming back here again. And I think Memphis can go, 12-1 and still get a top 4 seed. They can afford to lose one more game, but they can't afford to lose 2 more games in the conference before the AAC conference championship game to keep a top 5, top 6 seed. And that's what they really want. You get a top 5, top 6 seed, you can make it to the second weekend.
They better. I mean, like the thing about them is though, like this week to lose this week. Did you see how many top 25 teams lost this week?
Yes, I know. And but
Was it 21 teams in the top 25 that lost?
All losses are not equal. Memphis losses counts as 2. You know that.
Is it quad 2 though? Loss, isn't it?
And Memphis loss counts as 2 because the national media, they don't pay attention to that. And that game wasn't on really national TV. It was on Plus, and it was most media people are lazy by choice. They just look at stuff right in front of them. It's about the easy cherry picking, picking the lowest hanging fruit, and they don't go and do their research.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, just like Ole Miss lost 1 game, 2 games, but the games they lost, the team they beat was so high, they might even go up in the ranking. Versus as Mississippi State, they beat Ole Miss but lost, they might go down in the ranking. It's just so crazy how the polls work.
Yeah, and those I ain't gonna lie, man. Tuesday, Wednesday night SEC basketball. Ron Slay on the SEC Network. It's like you worried about not being able to watch a lot of football, action or anything because you're sad because college football is about to be over after tonight. I'm telling you that SEC Tuesday, Wednesday night slate this year has been absolutely crazy.
It's been crazy, and if you're a sports fan, don't look at don't wait until March to start watching some basketball. There's some really good basketball on right now. You got Marquette that's playing well. You got Kentucky that's playing well. Alabama. It's so many good teams that are playing well right now. So if you're trying to do something in Mark Madsen's bracket, just look at some teams right now. Even Gonzaga even looked bad this weekend, but
Iowa State
held on
didn't
to
they
win.
finally lose?
They did, but they came back and beat Kansas the next game.
Man, it's just been a wild week.
It's basketball, college. If you really enjoy watching good sports, men's college basketball and women's college basketball. I watched that USC and in Illinois game, Indiana game yesterday. Man, it was a great game.
Man, you're watching. Was that before the football started?
Yes.
Okay, I was just making sure. I'll forgive you then. I was just making sure.
And
I was watching
I will
the college.
DVR a good women's college basketball game.
Okay. I like women's basketball. I saw, man, Dawn Staley got like $25 million or something this weekend. I was like, damn.
She getting paid more than some of these men out here, man, which is good because she racked. Every game is sold out with her, man. It's great, and I like how they do it
more
too.
than every WNBA roster combined.
Exactly. And what makes it so bad about what they do after the game is even better because after the game they set up ropes and have autograph sessions after the game. Some NBA players, I ain't gonna call no names, don't even sign autographs during the game or during their shoot around. I'm talking about superstars.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I know. He is Terry Davis.
I'm not calling no names.
I'm not either right now because I'm being nice today because I'm really, really happy.
Yeah, it's a King Day, man. It's a King Day.
Now, I do wanted to ask you, by the way, we've been going crazy over Jaden Daniels. One texter, Paul, says, you do realize that C.J. Stroud is the first quarterback to win a playoff game in his first 2 seasons. Yeah, but he just lost this weekend. C.J.'s been great. I said take him over Bryce Young. I also said take Jaden Daniels over Caleb Williams. And I agree, C.J. Stroud is amazing. But I do also have to say they lost to the Chiefs, and the story is Jaden Daniels in his rookie year taking Washington to the NFC freaking championship game. I don't think that's been done since Sean King, Dirty Sanchez, and who am I missing? Oh, Big Ben Roethlisberger. So
Yeah.
what
But-
Daniels is doing is ridiculous.
Yeah, and I got a soft spot in my heart for Washington because, 1, I used to live up there, and 2, I used to cover the former team as the Washington team.
Redskins.
Yes,
You
I
can
used to
say
cover
it, it's
the
okay.
Redskins.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's a kingdom. I'm trying to be politically correct.
Man,
but
screw
I
PC. Be
cover
funny.
them, and I do like them, and I go to Washington a lot. And we was missing out because we was all joking this weekend. It was going to be MLK weekend because we're going to have all African American quarterbacks. If Lamar had made it, we're going to have a cookout.
Dude,
But
by the way,
Allen busted up. He did well, man. And I feel bad for Miss Andrews, man. I really do.
man, Mark Andrews, this dude's been part of Baltimore forever. He's still looking for his first playoff touchdown. Again, great in the community, great human being, great football player, overcome injuries. And to have that game yesterday, ooh, that hurts. But it also, he's got to feel bad because, a lot of this goes on. Lamar Jackson, whose playoff record now is 3-5 in the postseason, and he's got 11 turnovers to 10 interceptions.
And you remember the
I
fact
mean, 11
that
turnovers to 10 touchdowns. Damn, I said 11 turnovers to 10.
you remember before Michael Jordan won his first championship, they used to talk really bad about Michael Jordan. And before Peyton Manning won his first championship, they used to really talk bad about Peyton Manning, that they couldn't win the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar has got to go to the championship game and win it to solidify his legacy. Even though he might win MVP this year of the regular season, and he's a great regular season guy, he has got to go to the postseason and win a Super Bowl to cement his legacy.
I agree. And it was just kind of sad. Now, who you got in the national championship game tonight?
Oh, man, I can't say it, man. That team up north, I can't call their name. The Scarlet team.
Yeah, the A-holes, the worst fans.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, the A-holes. Yeah, the A-holes. Yeah.
Like, dude, I still can't believe that man, what did I tell you what they said to me? Like, me and, there was, there wasn't, it went said to me, but, they were screaming it. Like, a whole section of people were screaming it, probably 1,000 Tennessee fans. Again, to go take our Confederate ass back down south. We were like, dude, it's 2025.
I was at the game where they cheated the U out of the championship game. I was at the game, and I still hate them for that because they come with the refs. But one thing about playing Notre Dame, the refs going to be even because they get just as many calls as Ohio State.
Oh, yeah, that will be even, but I just don't think the talent levels are even.
It's not about talent. It's about who makes the most mistakes and who loses or who can hold a composure at the end.
That is true. You got to hold your water, man. Pressure burst pipes. Terry,
Yeah,
man,
and we know what Ryan Day does to win pressure. His pipes burst all the time when he played Michigan.
Damn, that's a great point. He is Terry Davis. Follow him at Terry D515 or read his work at the new Tri-State Defender. Terry, have fun at the game. Enjoy the rest of it. And be blessed, my friend. We'll do it again next Monday.
I appreciate it, man. Have a good day, man.
Take care. That was the Care Bear stare from Terry Davis. On the other side, I hope y'all continue to send me some text. Did Jaden Daniels have the best rookie season in the National Football League? I mean, again, RG3 had a heck of a rookie season for Washington alone. So if you're thinking of that nature, come on now. RG3 shredded his knee, but Jaden Daniels has rushed for more yards, better passing. All the numbers are better. I think he's having a hell of a season.
Hey,
And
John, before
Washington's going to the NFC Championship game. And guess who beat Washington also once this year with 5 touchdown passes in that game? Oh, Washington and Jaden Daniels.
Hey, John, before we get to a break, I'm really doing this because I just want to stretch this segment out.
Okay, I got you.
Where do you think the Tigers are going to be ranked today? We're going to find out in
They're 19th
7 minutes.
in the country currently, correct? 18th, right?
Yeah.
Probably stay right there.
And everybody and their grandmother
I don't know.
lost. I think they're going to fall. I'm just trying to think about the
22?
teams behind them.
Maybe. All the losses helped them.
That was after
I mean, 20 was it? I think it was 21.
Somewhere
teams at the
between
top.
19 and 21. I think Dave said 19 earlier.
19, maybe it was 19.
No offense to you, John, but I trust
No,
Dave
I don't
more.
trust me. I wouldn't either. I mean, hey, if I'm telling it to you and I'm very, very adamant, trust me. if I'm kind of dressed, if you can tell I'm searching in my head and grabbing at that stuff that's called thin air, then, I'd trust somebody like Dave who probably had it written down in his notepad. I like to spitball.
I was trying to see if I could find if someone like posted it, but I can't.
I think they hold on and are right there at 24, 25. At least I got my fingers crossed.
Guess we'll see here in a second.
We'll find out in about 7 minutes. By the way, again, hit us up 901-360-8255 at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line. Life's too short for ordinary jewelry. And let me know what you think. And also, because I got the historian in the house. He's the historian. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about best rookie season in all three major sports. Is Jaden Daniels the best? In the NBA, seasons that come to mind right off the jump: Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Wilt Chamberlain, David Robinson, Oscar, Timmy D,
David
MJ
Robinson.
had a great year in his rookie year, but they didn't win jack like Jaden Daniels. Right now, my top two in my head are Bird and Magic in the NBA. No. Yeah.
Bird, well, Magic won as a rookie, but Bird won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, and went to the All-Star game.
And went to the
And shot 41% from three-pointer in his rookie
in
year.
the All-Star game.
He was in the All-Star game. Yeah.
Right, but I don't think he started.
But damn, dog, I know he's a rookie, man.
Yeah. Well, you got some that do
They were
that.
both rookies. They played in the national championship against each other.
I mean, Michael started in the All-Star game as a rookie. That's when they tried to allegedly freeze him out.
That's true.
Shaq started as a rookie.
Looks like me and you are going to be talking about this. And also, I got baseball all over my brain because Jackie, think about his rookie year. And also the barriers that he broke. Think about what Mike Trout did his rookie year. Aaron Judge. Or damn Ichiro, bro. This is a pretty good little discussion. Plus, we got to talk about the national championship game. I got some good Hardwood stories. Have y'all ever heard of his hysteria? Did you know that, from 4 BC all the way into the present day? Well, not present day anymore, because now we have them different. They used to say women, when they freaked out, they called it hysteria. Found out this weekend. Do you know how they treated those people? Well, I'm going to tell you in Hardwood, and if you know what a Steely Dan is, well, then you'll be on the right track. Don't touch the dial. It's national champion. Yeah, but do you know what a Steely Dan is? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the band.
We're back in 2 shakes, folks. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Guns, and more guns. Over 700 firearms in stock. Defense guns, big guns, big guns, little guns. Every gun you can think of, Classic Arms has them. All brands like Glock, Sig, Colt, Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Beretta, Benelli, Remington, Winchester, and more. Guaranteed lowest prices in town. Only gun importer in the Mid-South. Free gun inspections, high appraisals, and free bar sighting for the upcoming deer season. Shop online at ClassicArmsInMemphis.com or visit Classic Arms at 1740 County Parkway behind Corky's Barbecue in Cordova. The Family Leisure floor model sale is happening right now through the end of January. Family Leisure has got to get rid of all the 2024 inventory because all the new 2025 items are starting to arrive. All floor models are up to 50% off. You want a cold plunge tub? They start at $49.99. Go the other route with a hot tub. Get $3,000 off with free steps and chemicals. Family Leisure has pool tables, arcades, ping pong, air hockey, even football tables from 20 to 60% off. Want beer seating? Family Leisure has beer seating up to 75% off. Plus, now's the time to start thinking about pool seats. You can buy it now on the installation schedule and be ready before everyone else. Special financing is also available. Hey, if you want to get free delivery on any of these items, you just tell the phone staff at Family Leisure that you are this commercial. It's the floor model sale now through the end of January. Family Leisure, we wanted I-40. Family and fun come together.
If you need glass replaced, there's only one name you need to know. Benswinger Glass, the largest full-service glass company in the U.S. They've been an industry leader for over 145 years. For all your residential, commercial, or auto glass needs, Benswinger Glass is the name you need to know. 24-hour emergency service for all commercial customers, plus a nationwide warranty on all professionally installed glass. Visit Benswinger Glass in Midtown at 340 South Hollywood across from the Liberty Bowl. Visit BenswingerGlass.com. Benswinger Glass.
Sports on the Rebel Yellow Line Show right here Monday
relatives have finally gone back to where they live, and you're free to live the way you want to live. Visiting Bell Tavern, Memphis' perfect downtown neighborhood bar, as often as possible. We both know that during the holidays, you hauled your out-of-towners to Bell Tavern, and they had a great time. Couldn't stop talking about Bell Tavern. But now, you can be at Bell Tavern without having to tiptoe around politics, because no one at Bell Tavern has any interest in talking about politics. Leave politics outside of the bar. And your relatives.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director of Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 912-715-5199.
Eczema flaring up again. We have good news. Exoderm. If you or someone you love suffers from eczema or dermatitis, get Exoderm, the common sense answer for eczema. This stuff really does work. Exoderm contains the #1 doctor-recommended ingredient in a clean hypoallergenic cream with no harsh additives. Take back control of your eczema with affordable, fast-acting Exoderm Flare Control Cream. Exoderm. It's in the first aid aisle of your local drugstore, supermarket, or big box store.
Hi, this is Troy Five Ash, owner of Five Ash Roofing. Did you know there are so many roofing companies in Memphis that I don't even know them all? So that begs the question, which one should you choose? So I thought I'd give you a little background about me. My grandfather was a World War II Marine. My father worked for the University of Memphis for nearly 30 years. My mother, a pianist at Raleigh Baptist Church. Seems like forever. I went to Brownsville Road, Craigmont, and Bartlett High School, class of 81. We support the local school systems, youth athletics, and believe in what St. Jude and Le Bonheur stand for. I'm a Tiger and Grizz fan. The point? Memphis is my home. Five Ash Roofing will be around if you ever have a problem with the service we provide. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical, with deep local ties in our community. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing is what we do. We're here for you.
56 WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis with Brad Mooresworthy and Brian Dacus. Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6.
That was one of those things, when things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 at 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, man. What a day. We're going to find out if the Tigers, that's the Memphis Tiger basketball team, if they can remain in the top 25 here very, very shortly. We're also going to break down some of the divisional rounds that we saw, and we're going to talk about some of the greatest rookie seasons in the NBA and NFL, in MLB, because what Jaden Daniels has been doing is ridiculous. And if you were listening to me last week, I mean, I only went 4-1-1 in the divisional round in the playoffs and kicked artificial intelligence's ass. Artificial intelligence, 0-4-2. That's 0 wins for AI, 4 losses and 2 pushes. For Superstar Johnny Radio, 4 wins, 1 loss. I had the Rams under 17.5 total points. They screwed me late and they screwed me early. And then I had 1 push with the Eagles -6, same as one of the AI people. But we've enough about my bets. We also got the national championship. I can't wait to break this down. We're going to figure out who's going to win. All roads have led to this. It's kind of crazy that we were in the still 14 playoff. We wouldn't even have either one of these teams in the championship.
They wouldn't even, well, Notre Dame probably would have gotten the play. Well,
if it was a 4-team, Notre Dame probably still gets in the playoffs. I would say it definitely would have been Georgia and Oregon if it was just the two BCS back in the week, back in the year, and then it would have been Ohio State definitely would have been left out because
Because they
and the
lost to
four
Michigan.
because they were third in the Big Ten.
Right,
You had
they lost.
Oregon 1, Penn State 2,
State 2.
Ohio State 3.
Right.
And hell, I'm just saying I still don't think 12 is the perfect number. I would prefer 8. And that way you just go 4-2-1.
Is there a perfect number though?
We don't know. I just know that, man, like, boys, man, some of those teams definitely, like SMU sure as hell didn't belong in there. And I like 12, though, because it gives Ole Miss a better chance to get in.
I mean, I like 12 just because I like chaos.
Just more teams are involved. But anyway, it comes down now to the 8 and the 7 seed in the college football playoffs. It's the Ohio State minus 8.5.
Which we had
and Notre Dame, son.
1 7 and 1 8 seed playing the national championship game in basketball too, if you remember.
No, I do not remember.
That was when UConn and Shabazz.
Oh, UConn when they won it all.
Right.
That's
What
right.
a fun team.
7 and 8.
Oh my gosh.
Kentucky was an 8 that year. That's the Julius Randle team with the Twins.
That's right.
And we know Cal didn't win that year, people.
They missed.
He
free
only got
throws.
one.
They missed free throws, and those UConn guards shot 90% from the line for the tournament.
Cal's the Larry
Shabazz Napier,
Coker.
Ryan Boatwright. Shout out to him. Shout out to my man Kevin Otter too. UConn paid him after
they
they
did.
wrongfully fired him.
Yeah, they did.
That's why they got back to winning. They wrongfully fired him. They took care of him, and then they go back to
Yeah.
back.
Now he's, I think, with OTE, Overtime Elite. I
Yeah.
think he's like running stuff
Right.
down there.
Which home of the Thompson twins.
That's right.
Asur and A-Man Thompson. Those dudes making a mark now in the league. Two of the best on-ball defenders, perimeter defenders. That kid in Houston, A-Man Thompson, is a
Man,
nightmare.
that Houston team is fun to
Yeah,
watch.
because they lock up and they can score.
And they're
I
so
watched
athletic.
Auburn whip that ass this year when I had the Tigers.
What does that have to do with
Yeah.
anything?
Oh, I just was like saying I won another bet. What up, AI?
I won yesterday with
That's great.
off a four-leg parlay in the second game with the Ravens and the Bills. Didn't think I won. I looked this boy.
Oh, here we go. I love it.
Man, I made a
Lost
big.
everything else, but I got that one.
Wait,
I got
did
one more.
you
I
said
got
it was a
one more.
parlay?
Yeah, I do parlays.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know you did parlays.
I
You
just
always wear that shirt.
I
That's,
just started last Tuesday.
Oh, I see.
I did it so I could have fun and troll myself too.
gotta retire the shirt now.
No,
he
I
was
got
wearing
more
it.
volumes coming, more colors.
I love
got
it.
different variations. I'm gonna troll some people, but I'm also have fun and troll myself.
I love it. I love it. You gotta laugh at yourself sometimes.
Yeah, have some fun. I'm only playing 50 Cent.
Oh yeah, no.
That's like 1,000% less than what John's playing.
Right. Yeah, but I take a few $20 hits, but I'm playing all high odds though, so
That's
it's
right.
like I'm going for the gusto with it. I might go 2 for 9 for
That
the
jackpot.
night, but hey, you go 3 for 10 in MLB, you go in an All-Star game. I'm just saying.
That's right.
That is true. By the way, tonight's the national championship. It's very, very cold. We got the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves tipping off at 1:30 today. It's MLK Day. The inauguration is going. The inauguration.
John.
Man. Inauguration.
Or if you wanna say it-
inauguration.
If you
Thank
want
you.
to
I
say
got
it
it
like,
out.
if you want to say it like a gang, the initiation, the swearing in, if you will.
I got you. Man, it would have been a lot easier for me to say that. Lord, I needed. If I can read it, I would have done better. Like finding that in my brain today was not working well. And I've been by the way, just say I've been in California sober since January 2nd. But I did have 2 hall passes because of the
We
snow
give you the
days.
hall passes
I love
for
it.
snow day.
John, I have some news for you.
Top 25 has been
The
released.
top 25 has been released.
Are the Tigers still in it, Dacus?
Auburn stays at number 1. Iowa
Shocker.
State moves down to number 3. So Duke moves up to number 1 following that loss by Iowa State.
Duke moves up 1 to number 2.
Moves up 1 to number 2. Alabama stays the same even after their win over Kentucky. Kentucky drops a spot from 8 to 9. Michigan State shoots up 4 spots to number 8. Houston shoots up 3 spots to number 7.
Them Saturday.
Marquette drops 3 spots to 10. Purdue up 6 spots to number 11. Kansas drops 3 spots to number 12. A&M 2 spots down to number 13. Mississippi State with their win over
Up 1 spot.
Ole Miss, they're up 1 spot to 14. Oregon drops 2 to number 15. Ole Miss jumps 5 spots up to number 16, so they're a big mover in the AP poll. Illinois moves up 2 spots to 17. Wisconsin up 6 spots to 18. UConn down 5 spots to number 19. St. John's into the top 25 at number 20. Michigan drops a spot to 21. Missouri in the top 25 at number 22. West Virginia in the top 25 at number 23. Memphis drops 6 spots but stays in the top 25 at number 24. And finally, Louisville cracks the top 25 at number 25.
What did I say, by the way? You want to replay the tape? I said they'd be 24-25.
You're right on.
Dude, I did it. I also told you to bet on. Hopefully you did last week. Now, we're going to talk about the Ohio State Notre Dame National Championship, I promise you, here just in a little bit. But going back to a little bit of National Football League news. Again, me and Dacus and Jay Ham, I asked this question off the cuff. Jaden Daniels, what he's done is ridiculous. It really is. I mean, the guy's playing out of control. He's the best quarterback on fourth down. He is cool under pressure. He reads the blitz. He throws the ball. Like you blitz him from the right side, he throws right behind you. Left side, he throws behind you. You ring the safety, he throws over the top. The dude is just ridiculous. I love what he's doing. I love the young man. Going to Philadelphia is going to be a different animal. The weather is going to be absolutely terrible. We're going to see him now in real bad weather. We know that Jalen Hurts has also got a bum knee. I got to say, I thought Kellen Moore called a terrible damn game. I mean, first down and goal from the 1. You get in the shotgun and lose yard, and then you lose yard, and then you don't want to give it to him until it's 3rd and 1 when you get back down there. And then you run it, and then you have offsides, and you move back, and you kick a field goal. And then, of course, Jake Elliott cost me the game, missing an extra point. He missed 2 of them. Thanks, Jake. Could have been 5-0-1 if you could make a damn extra point. And also, Kellen Moore, you have the unstoppable play. How about you run it 1, 2, 3 times if you have to from 1st and goal at the 1 instead of selling for a field goal after a big turnover, you idiot.
You ever notice how much he favors another radio personality in this city?
Who?
Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore?
A very notable radio personality.
Well, do they have, because he looks
Grizz
very...
employee, as a matter of fact.
Oh, no, I'm glad I didn't say what I was going to say, because Kellen Moore, well, he's ugly, and he's stupid.
I see, you just foul.
Huh.
I mean, hey, Kellen, why don't you do that? Oh, hey, do me a favor, Jerry. Go hire Kellen Moore. That'll be great. Just bring in another moron.
Oh, God, Jerry Jones.
And
Please don't.
by the way, Kellen Moore. He had young Dak Prescott. Jaden Daniels, by the way, made it to the NFC Championship game before the highest-paid quarterback in football, and that would be Dak Prescott, the Dallas Cowboys. How you like them apples, Dacus?
I don't.
Truth hurts. Truth hurts. But Jaden Daniels, again, back to him being what he is ridiculous. Can he go to Philadelphia and get a big dub? A lot of that thing's going to come down to basically Kellen Moore, Nick Sirianni making the good decisions. Jalen Hurts doesn't look like he can throw the football right now. His knee is banged up. Yes, he ran for that touchdown there, the very first touchdown of the game. After that, he was absolute booty. I just didn't think he looked good at all. He's holding on to the ball, holding on to the ball, holding on to the ball. What, did you turn into Sam Darnold? Yes, you got the win. But damn, bro. Why'd you make it like that? Oh, man, that defense, by the way, Jalen Carter is nasty.
Yeah, he is.
Dude's unblockable. 2 guys all day long. No wonder Nakobe Dean's making tackles left and right. And the man that filled in for him was making tackles left and right yesterday. Was it Banks or something? Dude was all over the field.
I think Braun, what was his name?
Something, anyway, doesn't matter, man.
Yeah, he had that one drive where he had the stuff on the first down play. He swatted away the second down play, and he recovered the fumble on 3rd down.
Dude.
He was a monster in that drive.
They were monsters. But Jaden Daniels, what he's done again, has been absolutely insanity. I asked the question, is he the greatest NFL rookie of all time? And I have the historian in the house. So I posed that to Jay and also you at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line 901-360-8255.
In recent memory, he's definitely in the 3. He's among the top 3, I would say. Dan Marino was a monster as a rookie.
Dan was a monster.
Ezekiel Elliott was a monster as a rookie. Let's just keep it real.
Okay, man. Let's see. Hey, dude, he ran the damn rock. I don't even need it. Come on now.
I think he ran for about 1,600, if I'm not mistaken. He was a monster. Dak had a pretty solid rookie year as well. Randy Moss.
I mean, dude, Sean
Was a
King made it
fool.
all the way to the NFC Championship
was.
game his rookie year.
But they
Dirty
all-
Sanchez,
but
the butt
you
fumble
remember-
king, Mark Sanchez, made it to
But you
the
remember-
AFC Championship
but you
game his
remember
rookie
who
year.
Sean King was being led by?
Yeah, he was
one
li-
of the greatest defenses of all
Yeah,
time.
man, you had Warren Sapp, you had Barber, you had Lynch, you
And
had
they scored 5 points. They scored 6. I think the score was 6-5 before they St. Louis ended up Ricky Prohl with the touchdown. So they were yeah. But Sean King was he was solid.
I love Sean King. Played
Yeah,
at
he was
Tulane,
solid.
by the way.
Yeah, he was solid. They went undefeated at Tulane this last year. I remember that. Conference USA 98.
I mean, I think Micah Parsons had a hell of a better rookie season than Dak Prescott when you brought up Dak Prescott.
You know who else had a hell of a rookie season? Fred Taylor. Same year as Randy Moss. They
Damn,
both
yeah, but
had
I-
like 17 touchdowns. I think Fred was 17 on the ground. Randy was 17 in the air.
Did you say Randy Moss?
Yeah, 98. Randy Moss and Fred Taylor in 98 were monsters. Both
Yeah,
of them.
Randy Moss was a sick freak the minute he stepped on the damn field.
Right.
I mean, if he, my God, Barry Sanders was a freak too when he stepped on the field
Adrian
from the
Peterson.
first damn game.
Adrian Peterson.
Oh, Adrian
was
Peterson.
a beast. If Jaden Daniels wins this, he can just get to the Super Bowl.
He'll be the first quarterback in NFL history as a rookie to get the Super Bowl.
See what I'm saying?
And that, by the way, that's a pretty high damn praise right there.
That's super high praise. Now, NFL, I think he's among those, especially since the merger, Super Bowl era, that whole thing. Merger was in, I think, in 70. So, yeah, I probably would put him up in – I would put him up in the top 5, but it's probably some bunch of sleepers in there. It was like, yo, he was a fool. I didn't know he was like that as a rookie. I would have to go back and have some fun on football, Pro Football Reference, which I'll probably do this afternoon. And I'm going to extend this question out even further. Now, on the whole sports side of things,
Like, okay, so, like, and again, you're the historian. When I think, and again, I probably am better at baseball than I am at most sports. I mean, I'm all right at all of them, I think. Doesn't mean I am.
who had great rookie years in baseball?
I mean, are you
Doc Gooden.
kidding me? Okay, well, there are not like one, there's not two, there's a
Oh, I sound off
plethora.
of Doc Gooden off top.
I mean, yes, Doc was great, but I don't think he had the year like Ichiro his rookie year.
Ichiro was
He
a
batted
fool.
350 people
Yeah, he was a fool. I remember
and
that.
stole 56
Stole 50-some
bases.
bases. I remember that.
That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, hell, Aaron Judge, I don't know if people remember his rookie year.
Oh, that's a rookie
He had
year.
52 home runs.
Yeah.
Shattered DiMaggio's home run record as a rookie. That's pretty damn good. I mean, Mike Trout, when he hopped up on the scene, I thought he was going to be the greatest thing
Yeah.
since sliced bread.
What's my man in Pittsburgh?
49
pitcher?
stolen bases, 30 homers.
The pitcher in Pittsburgh?
Are you talking about
Paul Skeens?
Paul Skeens.
Yeah.
Paul Skeens did have a hell of a year. Most strikeouts. I mean, Dwight Gooden had 17 wins and a 2.6 ERA
He was full
as
of
a
that
rookie in
cocaine.
200. Yeah, dude, he did. By the way, I'm telling you one thing. Dwight Gooden, it was Darryl Strawberry, though, who also liked to dabble in a little bit of blow. And did you remember, like, I remember this picture I saw. Like, you couldn't let Strawberry, like, could you imagine if you were somebody who is into the yay back in the day and you see Strawberry roll up?
He about
You know,
6'3".
one nostril could fit a whole 8-ball up
He
in
like
that joint.
6'3", this tall, long.
Yeah, but that was a
Right.
snorting nostril if I've
Of
ever seen one. You
course.
could like literally take a full shovel and just throw it up there. Tony Montana was jealous. Wasn't his fault, y'all. Now Dwight was crazy after they won the World Series. Poor Dwight. Have you watched any of the
30 for 30. When
Yeah,
he was,
dude.
He was at the dope man.
Dwight
He missed
went to
parade.
missed the parade, watched it on TV, tweaking at the dope man's house. Like that is just heart wrenching.
That is a great 30 for
And
30.
if you
by
did
the
not
way.
know, children, this is a great lesson on why you say no to drugs, people.
Yes. That was a great 30 for 30, by the way. I forgot, that was the 86 Mets team. I forgot the
Miracle
title of it.
Mets.
I forgot the title of the 30 for 30, but check
Hell,
it out.
Mark
It's a
McGuire,
four-part
by the
joint.
way, I forgot his rookie year. He had 49 bombs.
He had 49 home runs. I remember that from like RBI baseball. Just from playing the video game. Like, yo, he was a rookie like that? Okay.
Jackie Robinson, his rookie season, his rookie campaign, I mean, not only did he break the color barrier, but he only batted .297, had 29 stolen bases, 31 doubles.
And wasn't no better down with him but Pee Wee Reese. Ain't that something?
Yeah. Pee Wee Reese.
That's if you go back what the movie.
If you
said
watch the
anyway.
movie, that's a damn good movie, man. That's a damn good movie.
It was.
Albert Pujols, Cardinals fans are going to punch me in the face if I don't mention him. He batted .330 with 37 bombs his rookie year.
He was kind of like Tim Duncan as a rookie. He was old.
Dude, he had. Did you realize in Albert's rookie year, that man I think had 20 home runs like at the 1st of June or something, before the end of June. It was like he came out swinging.
That's sick. And see, like what I was just saying about Tim Duncan on the hoop side.
Fernando Valenzuela with the Dodgers.
Can't forget Fernando Mania.
Fernando Mania was real.
Right. And he just passed away this past summer as well.
R.I.P. Big homie. By the way, though, the Dodgers, just a little sidebar. You go get the best pitcher in baseball, you give him, and then you go out and overpay to the best reliever in baseball to keep him, and you go out there and get some more talent from overseas. And like, damn, bro. Dodgers are spending that money like it's water because they making that money like it's going out of style.
Because they got Magic Johnson over there, man.
Man, yeah, Magic was talking some trash this weekend. Did you see that?
That's what I'm saying. As long as Magic stay away from the Lakers, they're going to be all right.
Yeah, and Paul Skeens, he had a hell of a year, too. Nomar Garcia-Parra, Jose Fernandez with Seattle was one of my favorite. Man, anyway, I'm going down baseball. Talking about all the great rookies back then. I think those were some great rookies in baseball. Like, you could name a whole lot. In the NFL, you don't name as many who have gotten as far. Again, like, think about the names we were talking about. It ain't like Sean King. He had a good NFL career, but he's not going to the Hall of Fame.
What about Tom Glavine?
Dirty Sanjin. Tom Glavine, I don't remember actually his rookie year.
I think he won Rookie of the Year.
I don't remember. Honestly, I should be able to remember that. I love Maddox. I love Avery. I love Smoltzy, those teams. But Bobby Cox, though. Baseball, Larry Coker is that dude in college football who just couldn't win it and had all the talent. John Calipari is that dude who had all the talent, only won one. Coker only won one. Bobby Cox, with all that damn talent, only won one. They won one. But damn, they should have won more. I don't know why I got that.
Larry Coker got robbed for one of them.
Please don't give me that. Larry.
Yeah, he got robbed. That second one, that wasn't pass interference. I don't care what T Money says.
That is, I know T Money's excited and fired up for today.
I'm fired up for
T
Money, man. That's my guy.
So, okay, right now we talked about the best in baseball. Jaden Daniels, like, do you not believe that this has got to be right now the best rookie season of an NFL player, and especially at the most difficult position at quarterback?
I think it is for a quarterback for sure.
I mean,
especially
like,
since the merger and the whole deal. I think we own one with him.
I mean, look, Pat had a really good first year, by the way.
Yeah, but Pat's first year wasn't really his rookie year.
Yeah, because it was his second, because his rookie.
Right.
Guess what they did smartly with Pat Mahomes? They let him sit down and watch Alex Smith run the offense and teach him the damn game from the sideline and let him get the feel. And guess what? Once he hit the ground, 7 straight AFC championship games for Pat frickin' Mahomes.
Yeah.
By the way, did you know that there's only been in history 3 teams that have had an opportunity to go for a three-peat in the NFL? Did you know that?
Dallas, San Fran,
and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
New England didn't have the opportunity to three-peat?
No, sir.
They won in 03 and 04.
And they didn't make it back to the AFC Championship.
Okay,
game
but so you said about going to the championship.
I mean, you have to. Okay, here's the thing.
Because they lost in the divisional to Denver.
Seeking their 3rd straight Super Bowl and making it past the divisional round.
Gotcha.
Because you got to get to the championship game. But I would say the 1976 Steelers, they were going for a three-peat. They made it to the AFC Championship game. They lost the conference championship game. In 1990, the 49ers. They lost in what? The NFC Championship
Leonard
game.
Marshall with that big hit on Montana.
That's right. Cowboys 1994.
San
Yup. They were going for the three-peat in the NFC Championship game. The Chiefs now are hosting, of course, the Buffalo Bills in what's going to be a hell of a matchup in their crib. Is it going to be a Chiefs loss? Or is this the one where Josh Allen gets that bad boy?
This is the only team that beat Kansas City and didn't beat the scout team. They didn't beat the skeleton crew. They beat the crew. But it was also in West New York.
It was in Buffalo.
Right. Now we move back to the city that has the mediocre barbecue. Shout out to Kansas City and my good people up there. It ain't better than Memphis.
It is not better than
just
not even
throw
close.
that in. But heavyweight title fight. This whole weekend is heavyweight title fight vibes. First game, second game, the whole deal. It's a slugfest. And it's really rivalry football. NFC East with those that's a train
By the way,
wreck
again, this is so funny. We talked about how the NFC North was the greatest division in football all year long, and everybody was pissing on the damn NFC East because the Cowboys weren't there and the Giants are trash. Eagles, Commanders, NFC Championship game.
Probably the best two teams in this side all year.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I think I'm right now leaning towards the Commanders. If you got Jalen Hurts playing the way he's playing, Jane Daniels playing the way he's playing, I know that Eagles defense is great.
And you hate Nick Sirianni already. So just
man, I don't like Kellen Moore either, bro.
You don't like the staff. You don't like the staff.
I mean, that was terrible.
You
also,
like Tupac. You don't like the staff, record label, or crew over there in Philadelphia. I see what you're on, John.
Man, on heel activity, son.
I love it.
I am.
Gotta get you a heel activity tee, man.
Also, just, I don't know if anybody out there, I don't know if I've even mentioned it today. Y'all have seen the lines, right? KC's only a 2-point favorite over Buffalo.
I can believe that.
And this, to me, is insanity. Philadelphia with a hurt Jalen. I mean, Jalen Hurts is hurt. Bad knee. Didn't look the same after he banged it up.
That safety he took, I was like, yo, he can't move.
No, he can't. And he just got in the shotgun and handed it off, and he couldn't throw the damn ball all day long. I just think that – I'm sorry. You can't win a championship with Jalen Hurts because he's a mediocre quarterback. He is a good quarterback, but you have to be able to. He's just not. Yeah, he's just not cut from that cloth. I mean, 15 or 20, 128 yards, very pedestrian. Saquon Barkley is a freaking full-grown ass man and puts that whole team on his damn back.
In my opinion, he showed why he was the MVP of this league yesterday.
Man, I don't know, man.
He was a dude, his touchdown runs look like junior high school touchdown runs.
Did you know he's the first player in history? Do you know that he has, is it 5 now, 60 or more yard touchdowns on the Rams in one season? Because the first time he had 2, and didn't he have 3 yesterday?
2 yesterday.
He had 3 yesterday. That last one I thought was the third because he had a 60-yard touchdown, 62-yard touchdown, a 71-yard touchdown. Pull it up and look for me. I know he had at least 4 60-plus yard touchdown runs this season against the Rams. I think he had 3 yesterday, making it 5. But the postseason for Jalen Hurts.
62, 78. Just on 62 and 78. They only scored twice.
Oh, he did? Okay.
26 for 205. And
4 is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Jalen Hurts had the other long touchdown, right? Damn it. See, that's right.
Yeah,
John ain't
that
doing
one
it.
went for 44.
If you take out Jalen Hurts' 2022 season, which he did have a great season that year, he also had 3 touchdowns and 0 interceptions on that run to the Super Bowl. He was awesome. Since then,
played a good Super Bowl too.
It was a hell of a Super Bowl, and listen, it was awesome. The thing is, though, is like, here's where I'm stuck. Did you see him at the end of last season when he was banged up? How bad that Eagles team was. Now after the concussion, now that he's got a bad knee. When Jalen Hurts is banged up, and again, it's because he uses his physical tools more than anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, you got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, and you just can't. I mean, you just don't get them the football. It feels like Dallas Goedert.
That's why I missed the parlay yesterday because A.J. Brown didn't score.
I was pissed that James Cook. I had one anytime touchdown play. It was James Cook because he was plus 110, and he got down to the 1 yard line two times. And then they bring in the rookie, Davis, and give it to him to score the touchdown. And the other time it was Josh Allen scoring a touchdown. I was like, damn, man, Cook does the work. You don't even give him the damn ball.
I had the same thing you had.
Man, but I had a great weekend. I'm definitely not going to complain. It was super solid. But we've been talking about the divisional rounds again. Jared Goff, what do you say about Jared Goff today?
Tough day.
Damn, man. Fumble for a pick. 2 picks and a fumble?
And a fumble. Tough day. I'm one that looks at that Detroit situation like that's one of those deals where this is a really good
No, he
football.
threw 3 picks because at the end of the game.
It's a really good football team that had a really rotten day. That's just that we can break it down, critique it. He ain't the guy. This coach ain't the coach. They just had a rough day, man.
Man, I saw there was just
They had a rough day. You know,
they sure did have a rough day.
It happens. I would hope for them, and I look at Baltimore the same way. Just they lost it in a different fashion. You turn the football over in those points, and Buffalo didn't have any turnovers. with those 3 turnovers, and 2 of them were early, and they played through and they still had a chance to win. I'll say this for Lamar Jackson. He answered a question. He answered my question. Does he have the ability to win with his arm in January? The touchdown pass that he threw that got him down 2, that showed me he can get it done.
Dude, I was going to say, listen, the one thing I can tell you is Lamar Jackson, even though he has 2 MVPs, and when he had 2 of them, I was still questioning his ability to throw the ball in the biggest moments in the playoffs.
He delivered yesterday, though.
But after this regular season, I mean, my man was so damn good with the ball. Right. I watched that first playoff game. He was phenomenal. You couldn't have played any better. And yesterday, I hate to say it, while, yes, he threw a really bad interception, and he had a terrible fumble.
Right.
I mean, they were right there.
He played all right.
He had an opportunity. And by the way, why don't you do me a favor, Coach? Why are you chasing points? Why did you go for that 2-point conversion so early in the game? Because if you kick the extra point, guess what? You ain't got to get a 2-point conversion at the end of the game, Baltimore. They went 0 for 2 on 2-point conversions and never ran the ball once from the 2-yard line.
The kicker that they loved for so long, they know he ain't got it no more.
Who?
Justin Tucker.
Well, he did. He looked great yesterday.
But they're not as confident.
Dude, it's an extra freaking point. They were doing it because it was stupid. They were chasing points. No, man, Justin Tucker, career high is
I believe
best
what
kicker.
you're saying, but I'm thinking what they thinking is like, I don't know, cuz got it no more.
Oh, man, these are extra points. I'm talking about 2-point conversion. I mean, Tucker's going to make it.
Still, you know, it's just.
Justin yesterday was 2 for 2 and hit a 47-yarder in the bad weather, and it could have gone from 60.
Your man that you had on in the first segment said it best, though, the overthinking. The coaches, and it happens in every sport.
Dude, Todd Monken, I don't understand what he was doing. He screwed it last year. They were the number 1 rush team. They only ran the ball 8 times with the running backs. This year, the 2-point conversions, chasing points early.
They
I don't like that.
They overthink it. They even mentioned.
I mean, I like it because I had Buffalo. But if you're a Ravens fan, if you're a Lamar Jackson fan, you got to feel bad for him because Mark Andrews failed him, and then Todd Monken failed him again. That's just one man's opinion. I also have to say, this weekend's games, I don't know how to pick the Kansas City-Buffalo game. Kansas City never loses. Andy Reid's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I mean, they won ugly again against the Texans.
It's only 2 times that they lost in the conference championship game with their core group, and that was the Brady and Burrow. And the Brady one was an offsides. Remember the dude jumped offsides, and that's what moved New England forward, and they end up kicking, and they end up going to Super Bowl. And then the next one, Joe Burrow came to town.
Yup. That's when they lost the Super Bowl that year. And damn, that's when the
Rams won.
That's when Matt Stafford got his deal. I'm so late for a break, damn
Aaron
it.
Donald took over in the fourth quarter.
I can talk about these games all week long, all day long. Hell, we had a Teddy Bridgewater sighting for one point. I know Detroit fans, when they saw him come in.
Good, too.
I mean, he threw one pass. He completed. He handed the ball off. They ran a trick play. It was great. And then they turned the ball over.
Fresh off a state championship.
He's been coaching. He won, 2 state championships in a row?
I don't know if they won last year.
No, I think this was his first year.
This was his first year.
He might have been like a coordinator last year, but this was his first year as head
coach. He's been
coach.
coaching, but I think this was his first year at the head, though.
Well, anyway, my time in this segment has come to a head. Again, thank you to Tito's. We got a national championship game tonight. Grizzlies playing at 1:30. It's a busy, busy Monday. Don't you dare touch that dial. And don't forget to pick up your Tito's on the way home if you want to be styling and profiling. It's the best vodka on planet Earth, period. End of discussion. A little bit of Wood and a whole lot of Ohio State, Notre Dame. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11, here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Take your basketball skills to the next level at Shoot 360 Memphis. Shoot 360 is a revolutionary basketball training facility that combines cutting-edge technology with gamification and provides instant, objective feedback, hands-on, one-on-one expert coaching. And now, introducing Shoot 360 Forever, a newly renovated 50,000-square-foot facility with 2 NBA regulation-sized courts, 3 high school-sized courts, and 4 shooting bays with Shoot 360 technology. Memberships are now on a monthly basis. And yes, you can become a member in both locations. Whether you're an aspiring Anyone cannot use the most popular nickname. It's anything that anything from the original Louisiana Red Hot Sox nickname former changer and perfect self-appointed and extremely knowledgeable for experts at every game that his flavor favors the bull. For 75 years, Americans have been falling in love with Volkswagen, and we've gossip Volkswagen Germantown. Hey, what's up over there, Marty McMahon?
Any of these big savings, take your pick range from a 2025 Jetta Sport or 2024 Volkswagen Taos SE, $249 a month.
Jetta or Taos, $249 a month. What else you got?
2024 Tiguan S or 2025 Jetta SE, $279 a month.
Tiguan S or Jetta SE, $279 a month?
That's right, and all 2024 Atlas SEL Peak Edition, $5,000 off MSRP.
So get to Gossip Volkswagen Germantown and ask for Marty McNay.
Remember, your future is what you make it.
That's Gossip Volkswagen Germantown, 7420 Winchester Road, online, gossipdwg.com. Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 at 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. And once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. What a weekend it was. I kicked AI's ass. I picked the games and went 4-1-2 in the divisional round. 4 wins, 1 loss, 2 pushes. And guess what? Artificial intelligence went 0-4-2. No wins, 4 losses, 2 pushes. How you like me now? Feeling pretty good. We got a national championship game I'm going to pick. We'll do it again today. See if AI can get one time on the damn board.
You know what this tells me, John?
Artificial intelligence and algorithms don't know ball.
That and the BCS was all wrong all along.
Because it was always computers and a damn...
It was
an algorithm. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, my goodness. I also got to tell you some funny stuff. This is a spot to get to Hardwood, but it's kind of a funny story. So, you know how cold it is outside, right?
Absolutely.
It is freaking cold, Holmes.
I've been out there. I was out there when it was like 7.
Man, why were you out there that early? What you do? Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind, dumb. You were up at like the crack of dawn.
We're bakery people, man. We rise early.
Hey, that is true. Yeah, that is true. Well, so this week everything's been a little bit crazy. Cold weather has just poured in, and this morning, because it's so damn cold, I don't know about y'all. Do you go and start your car and let it warm up and then run back in the house so when you actually get in it, you're not frozen all the way to work? I do.
All the time.
I do all the time. Do you just do it on the street? Like, do you have your car behind the gate?
No.
Man, dude.
I'm under a carport.
Okay, you're at least somewhere.
Yeah, I'm in the central area.
Well,
right.
This morning I had my car running behind my automatic gate. Mm-hmm. And guess what? Nobody stole my car, but a buddy of mine got up this morning, went outside, cranked his car to get it warm, went inside.
And they took off.
Came back outside, and his car was gone.
Cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded. By the way, I honestly think that's probably the smartest way to steal a car if you're ever going to steal a car.
I mean, I would think.
I don't know if that's just like an opportunity where you're like some dude was walking down the street cold and there was a car running and he was like, damn it, I'm tired of being cold and walking. Or if somebody's actually looking at it. Yeah. No, I'm not saying go steal a car.
No.
But that's the least confrontational car theft I've ever heard of. But don't even have somebody don't even worry about your car getting stolen. I'm serious, a heart attack. I got an automatic gate over a year and a half ago. I went to myautomaticgates.com. They come out there at nothing. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know how I wanted it. They come out there. They draw you a plan, give you everything you need. They show you how much it's going to be. Then the next thing you know, they come out there and they install this bad boy. By the time you get home from work, it's working. You just go in there and push a damn button. Life is beautiful. But they seamlessly blend aesthetic appeal and security into your property. They can do homes. They can do it for your business, wherever you need it. Make sure if you need a gate, you go to myautomaticgates.com. Don't get your car stolen when you're just trying to stay warm. Sorry, homie. Had to use you today because I know you're not feeling good if you're listening. It's just a car.
John, I left out one great rookie season. I left out a few, but this one in particular, I was like really meaning to get in, and I knew it was going to piss you off just because I brought it up.
Uh-oh.
Candace Parker.
Who?
Yeah.
The woman?
Yeah.
Basketball player?
Rookie of the year and MVP of the league. Same time.
Well, guess what?
Wes Unseld also did that.
I saw a
Back in, like,
basketball player.
67.
I saw a woman basketball player this weekend.
You ain't watch Unrivaled, though. There was some hooping going on. In
No, I'm
Unrivaled.
talking about.
We bet on it.
I saw T Swizzle sitting with Caitlin Clark.
She was.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Do you say Caitlin Clark is sitting with T Swizzle, or is it T Swizzle sitting with Caitlin
She
Clark?
was
Who's
in-
bigger?
She was in the booth with Taylor.
She's in Taylor's booth.
Taylor is like, my coach is going to kill me for this, but she's on the same tier with Beyonce, okay?
Oh my God, she's a 6, homie.
Whoa.
She is. No, I mean in terms of the stardom. I'm not talking about the look. I'm talking about in terms of the star. She's not even on Beyonce's level of performance, but the stardom level.
I'd rather see Stevie Nicks
I mean,
or Janis Joplin than damn Taylor
we
Swift.
went back to somebody that none of us were even alive when she was.
BS, bro, I was alive.
Janet, you weren't alive when Janet Joplin died in 70. What are you talking about?
All right. She was 28.
She actually would have been 84
She
years
was
old, I
doing-
think, yesterday.
Did she really die in 70? I was
She
alive.
did,
in
October
the
4th,
70s.
1970.
I was just looking up Janis Joplin yesterday.
Why were you looking up Janis Joplin,
Because
man?
I was watching the Drink Champs episode and Exhibit was on there, and they asked Exhibit a question: if God gave him a producer dead or alive and an artist dead or alive to make the record to like cure humanity, he said, "Give me Dr. Dre as a producer and Janis Joplin as my artist," and it made me look up Janis Joplin. Like, when did she die? Because I always heard those things about her. Knew she died of a heroin overdose, but I knew it was well before my
That
time.
Heron's dangerous,
Yeah.
boys. By the way, they don't even have Heron no more. It's all fentanyl. That stuff is like 1,000 or 100 times even more
That's what-
addictive and
that's
killing.
That's what killed Gangsta Boo.
Damn. Oh, man. But did you see Glorilla on Saturday Night Live?
Absolutely. I'm a fan of Glow. I don't even know none of her music. I'm just a fan of the personality and the persona that she is. She do her thing, man. She having fun.
Man, we've been talking about women artists on the damn Monday.
That's why you got the
56.
historian in there.
I
man.
got the historian in
On
the
some
house.
player stuff.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. By the way, you want to go? You want to go do a little wood?
This is Access Hardwood.
All right. Now, usually during Access Hard Word, all I do is talk about the funniest stories in the whole wide world, and I've seen some funny stories. Okay. But I really just have to actually break down a lot more sports during this segment and tell you some fun facts. And I got the historian to go with, to sit here with me. Pat Mahomes, we talk about Jaden Daniels' greatest rookie season of all time. Pat Mahomes already is up there, I think, with Tom Brady. Again, my man's been in the league for 8 years. This is his 8th. He's started for 7, and all 7 years he's made it to the AFC Championship game. Yes, you heard that correct. All 7 years AFC Championship game. And not only that, in his career right now, Pat Mahomes, by the numbers, he's second in the most when it comes to career wins behind who? Tom Brady. He's got 16 already. He has 42 career touchdown passes. That's 5th most in NFL history. He's 7-0 in the divisional round. 14 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Damn, Jared Goff had 3 yesterday, man. Before that, Justin Herbert had 4. Oh, man. Hey, don't forget Jordan Love. We ain't forgetting about you. He had 3. Sam Darnold, you look like booty. I mean, like, let's be real. Good quarterback plays very, very big. And guess who's a great quarterback? That would be Pat Mahomes. My question is, though, this iteration of Kansas City, we were worried about their offense last year. I'm still a little bit worried about them. I mean, that defense won the game, and also Houston shot themselves in the foot. There were a couple calls that went Kansas City's way. Bing, bang, boom. That is life in the National Football League. But head-to-head, while Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson will win the MVP, it won't be Pat Mahomes because he wasn't even in, which is crazy, he wasn't even a part of the Pro Bowl this year.
I saw that.
He, though, against Josh Allen in his career in the playoffs is 3-0, 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and has a team points per game average of 35. Now, Josh Allen isn't that bad. He hadn't beat Mahomes. Remember, 13 seconds, Mahomes moved the ball down the field. Field goal, got the ball in the coin flip in overtime. The rest is history. Josh didn't get on the field. But Josh Allen, head-to-head in the playoffs against Pat Mahomes, he's not bad either. 7 touchdowns, 1 interception. His team score 28 points as an average. Who we got this week, and how do you bet this one? Kansas City being a 2-point favorite. And then, you just talk about how Lamar Jackson kind of shows up small in the playoffs, and they call him playoff Lamar, and it sucks. Josh Allen in the playoffs, my man has 31 touchdowns, 6 turnovers. That's interceptions and fumbles. That's rushing and throwing. 31 touchdowns, 6 turnovers, 7-5 is his playoff record in 12 games. He's pretty salty. 102 passer rating.
3 of those 5 were to one team. 3 of those 5 losses.
3 of those 5 losses were to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right. Lost to Buffalo one time.
Shoot, he's 7-2 against everybody not named Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's salty. Is this the year? Like, you can't beat somebody that good forever. Is this the year that Buffalo can go on the road and beat Kansas City? Or do you just trust Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes to get it done when the magic happens? And that old damn Santa Claus looking fool, Travis Kelce.
2 things can be true at once. I trust Andy Reid. I trust Pat Mahomes. But I also think that Buffalo can go in there and take one. I'm not saying place your bet right now, though.
And then, of course, Travis Kelce just knocks things out during the postseason. He's playoff Kelce.
Yeah. He's gonna show up and have a big game. I think I actually won one the other day where I bet it on. Well, I don't think I won that one, but I think I made a bet that he was gonna lead the day in receiving yards for everybody for both games. I don't think he did.
No, he didn't.
He had a solid Saturday though.
He did, yeah. He had a solid Saturday. His longest reception of the season.
All right, he had
scored,
over
of course.
yards.
He scored on the field, and then after the game, I'm sure Tay was in the house.
Of course.
By the way, just speaking of offenses, though, you look at the success of third down. Pat Mahomes, amazing on third down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Jaden Daniels, the best fourth down quarterback in football. His QBR is perfect. My man is amazing on fourth down. And against the blitz, did you know that no quarterback was better against the blitz this year? And just if you go back to last game against Detroit, against the blitz when he was passing, 8 for 11, 166 yards and a touchdown. Don't blitz that fool. I didn't even throw in his rushing yards and all that other stuff he did. Stay back. Jaden Daniels against the Eagles right now, I think it's going to be a hell of a matchup. I think we got 2 great games. And I don't know, I'm fired up for both of them. But I did also want to mention this. This is just crazy to me. Do y'all realize in that Detroit game that I had the over almost in the first half? They scored 52 points in the first half. They scored 42 freaking points in the second quarter. That's the most points in a quarter in the history of the NFL. Scoring like a billionaire in a brothel.
And that was with both teams, right?
Yes.
You remember when Doug Williams put up like 28 or 35 in the quarter in the Super Bowl? That second quarter of the Super Bowl, they murdered.
Dude, Denver looked good off the jump. Everybody's like, Elway, maybe he's going to get his first one. And then Washington went roughshod. I can still see the ball flying through the air from Doug Williams when he threw that touchdown down the sideline. Like right off the jump, it was OB after that.
Remember they had the running back who didn't play none all year. But
and did Timmy Smith,
who was also full of that powder.
Dude, I was getting ready to say another person who was a king of the yay. He came back after that Super Bowl MVP the next year, and everybody's like, he's going to be the greatest thing sliced bread. No, man. Timmy, you couldn't even make the team, man. It was crazy. That was it. That's one of those stories.
Joe Gibbs, a cold
Super
piece.
Bowl MVP out the league in a year.
Joe Gibbs. No, Doug was MVP, but Timmy had 200 yards.
I thought he won the MVP.
No,
Did Doug Williams get the MVP?
Yeah, Doug won the MVP.
Well, Timmy had 2 touchdowns and I think 200 yards rushing.
200 yards, 2 touchdowns, right?
How the hell you not win it when you weren't for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns? Damn, Doug.
Because Doug threw for 5 of them.
Probably, yeah. I can't remember everything.
4 or
damn.
5. I think he threw for 4 of them. So, yeah, because it was 42-10. No, that was all 6. All 6 touchdowns. 4 from Doug, 2 from Timmy.
Man, another thing I got to bring up here, and when it comes to a little bit of sports action, is when you think about right now the teams that are left in the playoffs. You have of course, the Commanders, who are great on fourth down. The Commanders are, the best team on fourth down in the NFL. You have the Chiefs, who are the best third down conversion percentage team in football. You also have, do you know who was number 2 and 3 in the NFL on drives that ended in points this year? The highest was the Lions. They scored a lot. They were at 52%. They got knocked out by the Commanders. Second was tied. Commanders and Bills, exactly 50%. They score 50% of the time when they touch the ball. But I don't know if you know this, Jaden Daniels in the postseason has been even better. In 2 games, Jaden Daniels, the Commanders have 1 punt in 2 playoff games. Do you realize that?
That's insane.
1 punt in 2 playoff games. My man has 654 yards passing and rushing, and he has 0 turnovers, no fumbles, no interceptions, 2 playoff games, and 2 wins. Their team scored 45 points against the Lions, and on fourth down, they snipped and clipped the Bucks.
That's insane. Like that stat I saw on the Rams, they had 16 sacks in 2 games. 9 last week, 7 yesterday.
They were
on the hunt
getting after quarterbacks. And I got to say, the Rams and the Eagles game was a lot closer than it should have been. I think he's turning that down because I'm late for a break again. On the other side, I'm going to tell you who wins and why and who covers. It is Notre Dame. It is Ohio State. It's happening tonight. By the way, it's 6:30. Okay? I know a lot of people out there think it's 7 o'clock. No, 6:30. So you're welcome. Don't touch that dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. I have been told that my ads are all business and I should share some of my personality. Okay, I love tongue twisters, like the one about the terrific tasting toast by Taste Tester Toaster, or Big Black Bugs, Bleed Blue Blood, and of course Sally and her seashells. Or of course the ever-present I'm a Mother Pheasant Plucker, I plug Mother Pheasants. Okay, enough of that. If you want an honest, fair, reasonable roofing, siding, or gutter estimate, call Fiveash Roofing at 367-0050. That's exactly what you'll get. No empty promises, no high-pressure sales tactics, and no fast-talking salesman trying to convince you that today and only today is the best day for you to get a new roof. For the record, the best day to get a new roof is when you're ready for one. Fiveash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
A Gain Scent Bead story. Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said Maraca, senor, but his nose said, hey, freshest scent ever. Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring a bottle of Gain Scent Beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, sir, your scent Maraca smell amazing. Actually, Jim, most noses call them Gain Scent Beads. Try Gain Scent Beads. Way fresher than detergent alone.
Mid-South, it's time for a new year and a new ride from Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike. In 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage, a perfect compact hatchback for commutes, getaways, and just about everything else for $299 a month. Or buy Mirage for $18,410, gets 43 mpg highway. Or take your pick from 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid PHEV, named 2025 Family Green Car of the Year for 3 straight years. Or 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander, now just $399 a month. Plus, get peace of mind with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Get to Gossett Mitsubishi today to start your year off right. 1870 Covington Pike and 24/7 at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Mirage RHO 15630, MSRP 18410, PHEV RZO 66681, MSRP 42750, Outlander RZO 88655, MSRP 32770. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid to end of the month. Dealer stock only.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out here with Jay Ham all day. Big thanks to Jake Crane from the Crane & Company. They're doing a live stream tonight. Check that out with the College Football National Championship game. I like it because they do a lot of in-live bets. Helps me with my process as well. And we are going to do some bets. But make sure on your way home you stop by the local liquor store and go get you a big old bottle of Tito's handmade vodka. It's crafted and distilled in the United States down in Austin, Texas. 6 times distilled and distilled in classic copper pots. And let me just tell you a little secret. It's got a great flavor, slightly sweet with a little black pepper note. It balances everything out, whether you're crafting a cocktail or drinking it neat. Me versus AI so far. I'm 4-1 with 2 pushes. AI is 0-4 with 2 pushes. AI took tonight 27-20 is the final by AI. That means they have Notre Dame covering, and they've got the over 45.5. I'm not going to touch the total today. I'm going to do it in live. But I have Ohio State winning and covering the spread minus the 8.5. I have a minus 6.5 in all my stuff left over, so I'm going for that. But, man, that's me versus AI. Notre Dame likes to play a lot of man. The teams that have had success against Ohio State play a lot of two-man. I mean, 2 deep coverage, safety's high, everything stays in front of them. I don't think Al Golden and them boys got enough. Ohio State can run the ball, they can throw the ball, and they are nasty. Notre Dame, this is about to get filthy. And remember, 70% of the games in college football are decided by more than 2 scores. Get out there, make the world a better place. See you on the flip side. Peace!
Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, Automatic Gates Construction tailors custom-made solutions for all your residential, commercial, and industrial needs, including repairs, maintenance, and installation. Automatic Gates Construction specializes in designing